Okay, so let's try to find her shit. Okay, season 8. Fucking, I was reading up on, I, I forgot some of the stuff about season 8, other than, like, the shit that really sticks out.
Yeah, like the big shit.
The big, massive shit.
Exactly.
So I was trying to read up a little bit on it, and I got caught up in some, like, in-house drama.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's a
What was
doozy.
it talking about?
It was like about how Joaquin and Lauren were super hashtag toxic in the workplace, and
Oh my
why,
god.
and like some theories about why Tim Hedrick left, why he bailed, and
I
like
love theories.
and stuff. Yeah, like move over, fucking Shane Dawson. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. So, but oh my fucking god, yeah. Like there's so much stuff like DreamWorks. They like Lauren and Joaquin were intent on killing off Shiro and making him stay dead, and so like
Yeah, they're like, no, we'll just kill somebody else, I guess.
whoops, and like it was
Oops,
one of
spoilers.
yeah, like it was one of the things that fucking like I was thinking this throughout like the whole like after season 3. I was like, I want them to get back to the original colors of their lions at some point because this is too fucking confusing. But
They're like,
apparently,
here, this is how we can solve that issue.
yeah, apparently they were like, okay, so you guys are gonna have to keep Shiro in
There's
the
only
game.
one option.
There's only one option, like keep Shiro in the game, okay, but like we'll take this fan theory of him being a clone, whatever. So, but like
Oh god.
we still don't want him back in the Black
Do they
Lion.
ever like talk about that whole clone thing, or do they just like drop it? Like, yeah, this is a thing.
I
It's
don't
a dog
fucking,
now.
I don't know. I honestly convinced like they just fucking oh, there's just this. I'm just convinced they fucking like read some fan theories.
Forgot.
They read some fan theories,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, this will work." And like that was kind of Shiro's floating face. This is just kind of Shiro's. This was kind of their excuse to keep Keith in the Black Lion, which makes no fucking sense because he's wearing red, you guys. And there's also this fan theory that they wanted to make like Robotech the whole time, but they weren't given the or like Robotech or Macross or something, but they weren't given it okay. But they were secretly like trying to make everything like the Robotech plot.
But no.
Yeah, that's like an insane conspiracy theory. Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, Lauren and Joaquin were super unprofessional apparently and supposedly made some things out of spite. Yeah, like making clans not canon because those fuckers have blackmailed them at DreamWorks.
Well, I don't think it's so much making them not canon as making other things canon, so.
Like, fucking god. Okay,
I was like, okay, that happened. I thought that was like. I'm like, there's nothing indicating that except like, you know, the joking kind of like comic relief shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that was foreshadowing.
Well, like apparently Allurance wasn't supposed to be canon originally. Like around the end of season 2, they just fucking threw out their whole like Bible and their outline that not only had like the original plans of what was supposed to happen, but apparently also had the ages of everybody and like their full names and stuff. And the ages thing really stands out because apparently they didn't want to make the Sheath shippers pissed off, and so like allegedly, so they just threw everything out.
Dude, I don't know. This whole show is like a fucking train wreck.
Show was just a fucking mess, straight up. And it was Joaquin. Of course, it was fucking Joaquin who was like, Allura.
Damn you, Joaquin.
Allura. It's fucking Joaquin. Oh god, it's buffering. Give it a sec. I knew it would be. Oh no, it's back on. I was gonna say I knew.
It'll be buffering for like some other point in time, so they're like not hearing something else.
Oh god. I'll put something in the chat. It's probably buffering because Premiere sucks.
Because computers can't run more than one program.
Yay! Okay, I'm Oh. Okay, so while this is going, let's fucking talk season 8.
Yeah, well, we have to dance before they silence us again.
Hurry! Fuck it! Okay.
Fuck you, Lara!
Okay, anyway. Let's talk the farmersonly.com ending.
Oh my god, yeah.
You don't have to be lonely When Lance is a racial stereotype.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it really is. Like, I think that used to be, like, a theory, like, way back, probably, like, around season 3 or 4. They're like, or whenever he got the cow, that's what it was. They're like, yeah, he's gonna join Texas Keith and they're gonna live on a farm together.
The Yeehaw house.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, he doesn't even live in the Yeehaw house. It's just like some random ass farm.
Yeah. I'm letting the chat know we're talking about season 8 right now, so it'll catch up soon. Yeah.
I hope they get fired, honestly. They're gonna ruin the franchise with their fake edginess. I mean, it's already done. It's ruined. It's over.
It's done. They already got fired. Bye-bye. Here, let me put on another screen. Like, what should I fucking... Let's put up that picture of, like, just space. Just because that's...
There you go. Just Google shit. Be like, let's look up Voltron spoilers or whatever. For anyone who hasn't seen it.
I'm just gonna put up, like, the full fucking, that's not the editing one. I need to go over to the images and just pull up the blank Voltron. And just be like, okay. There you go. So that's what I'm doing.
I can't even see what you're doing.
I just opened up my, like, picture thing. I just opened up the blank background of space.
Oh, great. Cool.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Because I have a feeling if I actually put up a video of, like, some space stuff,
then it's gonna... I know it's not... I'm not saying it right, but they're like, I have no idea what's going on. I think I have messages from the past.
Well, just you wait, buddy.
Just you wait.
Anyway, more season 8. Hurry before the stream.
Future, from the past.
Yeah. Just so you know, I'm just moving this around just so you know, like, this is what's going on. But anyway, so season 8, right? The whole fucking ending, everything about Allurance was stupid and dumb, and I hated it. Right down to Laura kissing him and giving him, like, Altean marks, being like, I'll always be with you. Yeah, so, like, now Lance really can't fucking let her go.
Lance fan art is really speaking to me. We gotta put that in the show somehow.
Literally, fucking, they get everything from fans. They do it wrong.
I think the worst part about it is that those leaks were real.
Those
fake leaks.
Fucking real.
Fucking fake leaks.
They're like, yeah, they just got this fucking random guy from, like, lacrosse or something. That's a leak. That's a fucking leak. They changed his haircut. And it was real.
Oh, that reminds me. There's, like, this post, from, what's his face from Studio Mirror? Was it, like, Ryu? What's his name?
Ryu Kihyun?
Yeah, that's the guy. So it was, like, him working on, like, a storyboard, and it was him drawing Shiro, and somebody, like, matched it up. It was, like, the exact scene of, like, him from the wedding, and the date on it was, like, after season 7 aired. So they're, like, I don't know, whoever, like, posted it, they're, like, they were, like, after the backlash from season 7 after Adam died, they're, like, oh, they were not gonna fuck around with us and not give him someone to marry off at the end.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like it was, like, totally last minute.
It was last minute, apparently. It was fucking last minute, as response to the backlash. DreamWorks was like,
They're, like,
and,
taking pages, like, directly out of Bryke's book, but doing it, like, even worse. They're like, yes, last minute wedding, now!
Last minute. Yeah, and, like, fucking, the voice actors didn't even know about it until it happened.
Exactly, so they could even record it! I think they, like, alright, so I'm still pretty fuzzy on, like, book 4, like, the ending, but I'm pretty sure they did, like, retakes. Mm-hmm. Because I think they were, like, recording pretty late in the game, so, like, I'm guessing, like, they did, re-recordings, but, like, they didn't even do that for these actors.
They were like, no, bitch.
They're like, we have no fucking time, we gotta, like, shoot this out in...
We gotta go. This is such a fucking mess. Oh my god, can we just talk about the fact that, like, beginning of season 8, Neuron's first date.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, again, I still haven't seen those seasons. I just, like, heard everything about it.
I haven't either. Yeah, me too. Like, everything is vicarious, but it's like...
Just... like, oh, they're dating now. Great.
Way to make Lance's whole arc this season about fucking romance. Way to be that other
Has it not
dude.
always been?
Uh-huh.
Whole comic relief, like, whole, like,
Yeah.
pretty boy, whatever the fuck he was.
Pretty
It
boy
was
swag.
shadowing this whole time.
This right here is my pretty boy swag. That's Lance's whole fucking arc. It's the fucking TikTok meme. And I love how, sorry, I'm just kidding. From what I've heard through, like, YouTube reactions.
I think Vanny texted us.
What'd she say?
She's like, what's going on?
Vanny, just fucking stream on your end, please. This is a mess.
Vanny, help us!
Vanny! Okay, they got
Vanny?
to the Farmer Lance part now.
Okay.
But yeah, like, okay.
Okay. As long as we don't have the text from Atlantis, we're fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, anyway.
As I was saying. Funny thing is, I think people started being really fucking sick of Allura, like, the later seasons, because, like, any kind of, like, reaction video I've seen, like, around season 7, was they're just be like, Allura, just fucking shut the fuck up, Allura. Oh my fucking god. And
I think Bonnie, I just said, help!
Help. Oh my fucking god. And then, like, what else?
Apparently she's, like, setting everything up. But yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. That's good. That's good. That's really good. But, oh my god. Like, our only saving grace are those fucking 1.5 Clance moments for the season. But
yeah,
that went nowhere.
Like,
that went nowhere.
Really
that went nowhere. Especially considering, like, Clance was supposed to be canon. But throw the Bible out. And, like, Shalora, Keith and...
I don't think it was ever supposed to be canon, but, like, I know Lurance wasn't ever supposed to be canon.
It wasn't.
So.
It wasn't. Shira was supposed to go with Allura. Clance was supposed to happen.
That's what I think it was supposed to be, too. And then they're like, no, we planned this from the start. He was always supposed to have a fiance. Like,
Shira was never originally planned to be fucking gay.
That's what I fucking hate about this shit all the time. So it's like the same thing with Bright, where it's like, yeah, we're the first Korosami shippers. We shipped it from the beginning. I'm like, it's fine if you changed your mind later on. Just don't act like this was your ulterior, like, plan this whole time.
Fucking fake fan.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I love how, like now
you're allowed to say that. Like, yes, we changed some things, but it's totally fine.
I love how, like, I can imagine, like, Joaquin and Lauren in the writer's room, and they were like, okay, we're throwing Clance out. Everybody's just pissing us the fuck off. We're throwing out Clance, but people are still gonna get mad at us. So we need somebody. And then cut to, like, a week later at Comic-Con, like, well, Shiro's gay, guys.
And guess what? His lover's dead.
What? Wow, what a fucking train wreck. The more I talk about it, the more it's clear. This was doomed from the start.
I'm just gonna say the Afterglow in the past, but in the future, you're allowed to comment on everything, even if it's delayed. It's all good.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm just gonna say, like, Afterglow.
Yeah, we'll get to it later.
Yeah, you totally can comment, even
like a delayed reaction. I'm like, anyway, that one thing we said 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We'll get around to it.
We'll get around to it. But just the fact that, like,
the and Mark's Lance should be able to move on and not being reminded of his loss every time he looks in the mirror.
Right? Oh my god! Like, you just fucked it up! It's like the quote I read somewhere, like, it's like the equivalent of getting your ex's name tattooed on your face. Yikes. It's gonna be a big...
Without, like, the possibility of removing it. That's great.
No. I keep pleasing. But it's just like...
I don't know what the whole thing with that was, like, because it probably doesn't even make sense anyway. But it's like, I think somebody like came up with this other, like, I don't know, they drew some fan art for it where like everyone was Altea, not just Lance. It's like the whole team. And I'm like, I feel like that would have made more sense, not just like, I don't know why it was just Lance, but whatever.
well.
They're like, it's just you, I'm gonna traumatize you for life. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. God, that explains why everything after season 2 was like, what's going on? What's the deal, guys? Because they threw out fucking everything after season 2. Lance saying I love you on the first date. Straight people wild. My bisexual king has been reduced to this. Thanks, writers. Thank you so much. Ew. Everything about it is so gross. Everything about the Lorians is so gross. And like fucking Lotor too. I like when I texted Kayla about what happened in season 8.
Read anything about Lotor, so I have no idea what was going on with him in that last season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. Apparently, okay, like when I texted Kayla,
Spill
like
it.
this. What?
Spill the tea.
Huh? What?
I said spill the tea.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, like, I texted Kayla, like, once I heard the details about season 8, but I was like, I don't know if Lotor is alive or dead. I don't just fucking know. But I found out, like, a few days ago that apparently...
Found out.
Well, Lotor's dead. But here's the thing. They
He's
had
still
like,
alive in another dimension.
No. I mean, I wish. But like, fucking... They had this whole, like, flashback. I don't know if it's a flashback episode or a flashback sequence, but, like, when Lotor was a kid, and apparently... he got a lot of abuse from his parents, and like it was all laid out, and like, yeah, like he was an abused kid. I feel really bad for him now. And then he just fucking dies, and the last thing we see of him is like his melted fucking corpse on like a chair. It's fucking melted, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Was there like, what was the point of that?
I don't know.
Just to do it?
I don't know.
They're like, yeah, we couldn't fit this in any other way.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, I'm reading the chat. What the fuck is going on now?
What if she transformed into man and made Lance pregnant? Wow.
I'm still confused on how that would work.
Pregante.
This season, I can't read. Outsold though, like the sunset scene, romantic as fuck. Yeah, I heard there's like a whole sunset scene.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. But like, considering everything else, it's just like bait. It's so
like
fucking...
fuck you.
It's so fucking depressing. It's so depressing. Okay, now allegedly I'm at the point now in the stream where I finally wrote on the background, laptops being dumb, lol. So we're there.
Yeah.
So just everything that happened. Like nobody really got a character arc. Hunk was just like fat boy. Pidge was still like, oh, I'm in. Like I'm in. Like that's their whole. Like I saw this video that was like, the whole Holt family reunion was a mistake, because like that was her whole thing, and like that was that was what was like pushing her forward. But now that she
they like stopped it. What season was that?
Season 4 she found Matt, and season 5 she found...
Yes, like after that it was just like, what do we do with her now? And they really don't do anything with her.
They don't do anything. They didn't do anything with Hunk.
Be like her stereotype self, like, I'm the hacker.
Yeah. Like, they didn't do anything with Hunk. It was basically the Keith and Shiro show.
Exactly.
And like...
Especially, like, I don't know. I was never really that interested in Keith. He was just like, yeah, he's that guy. He's like Shadow the Hedgehog. It's like, that...
He's Shadow the Hedgehog!
Stereotypical emo character. He's black and red,
It's like, leave me alone, Mom!
I had a rough childhood.
Join the club, everybody here in this castle did.
Exactly.
But, oh my fucking god, just...
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, they just, like, they kept building his, like, arc up more and more, and, like, it doesn't get any more interesting, I guess. I mean, like, yeah, that's what I was expecting from the beginning. Like, with Keith, like, oh, we finally find out his parents and his past, and, like, this, you could have been, like, addressed seasons ago, instead of, like,
Right.
You know,
Like,
keep it on like cliffhangers this whole time.
like, I love you, son. I love you too, mom. But we're all reiterating son and mom, so people don't ship us together. Just like fucking, you're my brother. I love you. No homo.
I love you too.
Thank you for raising me.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, when they do that was like season 7, right? Where they did the whole flashback. It'd been convenient. They did it like a while ago, so there wouldn't be that whole like shipping thing. Oh god. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm convinced,
They wanted to keep the shippers like around till the very end.
And only to just, like, fucking stab them in the gut, like everybody else was stabbed in.
You're like, here, this is what you've all been waiting for.
Whoa. I'm convinced. I'm convinced, though. I'm convinced that's the whole fucking reason why Keith was on that fucking, like, time warp planet or whatever for 2 years. So they like, we're closing the gap between
just, like,
Keith.
age him up for Shiro.
just dangle him on a fucking string.
Really fucking weird. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, but then like that made it weird for Clans, and I'm like, oh god, what the fuck are they all doing?
I don't know. Well, I mean, not really, because like technically at that point, Lance was like 19, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's just like weird to have like the whole time skip, and they're like away from everyone for a while.
That
and
makes
like,
no sense.
Like,
why did they do
episode.
that?
And they're like, yeah. Excuse was, well, we needed like some time for him and his mom to bond, and so we like set them aside for 2 years in one episode.
Here's the thing: don't have him meet his mom at all.
Oh god. Or they could have done that like, oh, I don't know, I don't care, whatever. Fucking.
Just like a fucking story about.
Sorry, reason Skype can't find my audio card.
Oh,
I'll be like, it's cool. We'll just die.
What's the guy? Lawrence did look super miserable. Like, nobody looked happy in that. They were trying to be like, oh, look how happy they are. It was meant to be their fucking soulmates. But, like, it was just, like, a miserable fucking relationship. It was so miserable.
I'm sure they could have worked around it, but again, it was, like, so fucking last minute. They didn't heed any attention to it, so. Yeah, everything. Just fucking everything, man.
Fucking everything! It's just like a weird, like, not even related to season 8, but like the fact that they gave Shiro the dumbass fucking floating arm.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that like makes me crack up every single time. Like they couldn't even upgrade that. Like ugh.
They're like, well,
we drew his arm and then we erased it.
Well, Sendak has a floaty arm.
And it looks stupid too. Dude, I'm really like pissed off though that they like even considered marrying Shiro off. That ugly ass haircut.
To this fucking rando. This guy that was in the fucking background.
Like from the leaks that weren't supposed to be leaks, but they were leaks. They like somebody drew that hair and they're like, yes, this looks good, and they colored it, meaning like it was like almost ready. It's just like it was like a fine. Like I know they redid it, but God, they got like so far into that where it's like, yes, this is good. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And God, just fucking.
Yeah, not to mention. It literally, like, people were like, this literally is the fucking guy from Macross.
I don't know what that is, so, but,
no, like,
yeah.
it's a fucking character from, Macross. His name was, like Roy Fokker or something. I don't fucking know. Roy for something.
I'm watching anime, so I don't know any of this.
I wonder if I can, wait. Hopefully the screen is still sharing, so let me see if I can find, Macross, Roy Fokker. It is Roy Fokker. Let me see.
Fokker!
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, okay. Roy Fokker. Voltron leaks. Okay, so that's the haircut they gave him. They gave him Roy Fokker's
no
hair.
time for, like, some actual, like, character development. Or character design.
Yeah, they did give him the fucking hair! Here, let me, like, use some stuff in the Skype. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like,
Floater deserved better, but he didn't get redeemed. But Zarkon and Unurva's actions somehow got excuses, and that was such bullshit.
Oh my god, just such a fucking mess.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard there's like this whole like redemption arc for Hagar and stuff. I don't know what they did for that, but
I don't know.
It sounds messy.
Okay, so that is the Roy Fokker guy that I just sent you, and then let me pull this up. And then there is the leak. Let me just open up the fucking. They literally just gave him the same fucking hair. It's
the same color too. It just made like his skin a different color. Oh my god, it's so fucking ugly. It's the same. It's the same fucking thing. Oh my god.
It's a fucking
like, oh god, oh god!
Ah!
No!
Oh,
God, why didn't they do that? Why? Like, nothing in, like, it's already, like, pretty anime-ish, but it's not been, like, that, like, over the top.
like,
oh
we
my
get
god.
it. Like,
It doesn't
Lauren
fit
and...
anything.
Like,
Like,
Lauren
look
and...
at every other character in the scene. It doesn't fit anywhere.
Like, Lauren and Joaquin, we get
That
it.
should have never happened in the first place.
Like, Lauren and Joaquin, we get it. You guys have a boner for Robotech and Cross. This is like a bad fanfic. Like, Shiro X Roy Fokker.
They're taking everything from bad fanfics.
Ah!
They're like, yes, Altean lands, farmer lands, Olorats.
Oh my god.
All the lances, except clans.
Clones. Here, let me move you out of the way with your tiny hunk mouth. Anyway. Let me read the chat for a second. Lothar deserved better. He didn't get redeemed, but Zakron and Onarva's actions, aka Hagar, somehow got excuses. That was such bullshit. The only person who they tried to have an arc with an 8 was Allura, but the problem is you have to have a concrete character to give them an arc. Why? Dude, now that I think about it, Allura is a straight up fucking Mary Sue.
Yeah, like, they could have done so much more with her, but they, like, I don't know, alright, you can say this about all the characters even, except, like, Shiro and Keith, because they, like, overdid it with them. But they just, like, introduced so many fucking characters that they didn't even know what to do with.
That's the book 4
so
problem!
sidelined after a while.
That's the book 4 problem!
What?
I said that's the book 4 problem!
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm saying, like, this whole, like, the last few seasons of Voltron is just, like, old book 4. In fact, it makes book 4 seem pretty good in comparison. It's like, everyone's a Beifong.
You're a Beifong, and you're a Beifong.
And, like, the main character who was Beifong, like, didn't even, like, get enough screen time herself.
Yeah, like, honestly, I've lost track of everybody, like, season 7, season 8, because, like, that blonde Altean chick, I forgot her name, but, like...
her name, too.
But, like, I watched some, like...
White Ultra.
I watched Voltor, but...
Space Zelda.
I watched some, like, Voltron commentary videos called Voltorb of, like, fans just watching it. They forgot her name, too. They just kept calling her Rebecca and Rachel. Like, fuck you, Rebecca!
Honestly, she looks like a Rebecca.
I'm just gonna fucking call her Rebecca.
I just call her Zelda, because she looks like fucking Zelda from Zelda.
Razelda. Bazinga.
Space Zelda.
Bazinga. Someone said, I wish Keith didn't age 2 years. Like, he didn't need to age to mature as a leader. They did that just to detach him from the rest of the team, I think. Wow. Okay, so
yeah,
imagine...
So another weird thing. So Keith was the main character, but, like, he wasn't with the main cast the whole time, either. It's just, yeah.
They wanted Keith to be the main character. That just makes you think, like, they wanted to kill Shiro and have Keith be the OG. He wasn't even
interesting enough to be the main character. He's like a bland Mako. He's like moldy eggs. He's like without any substance.
He's like Mako with a mullet.
Basically.
But he doesn't. He didn't have
that.
He didn't have a love triangle arc, though. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, it's that point in the stream where you're searching up Roy Fokker.
Okay.
Love it.
Oh, we can conclude it's at least like 5 minutes delayed. Hopefully. But it's fine.
Hooray.
Yay.
Fucking God. The leaks.
The leaks were so fucking...
It looks like even worse quality than the Amon Aang leak.
Dude, no, like, just the fact that, like... Like, I know I talked about this on the... What?
The fake leak back when book 1 was airing, and it was like, maybe Amon is really Aang, and they had that fake screenshot where it was... Yeah, it was like, I'm your father, with, like, the Arabic subtitles. I'm like, it was even faker than that.
What, was he telling Korra, I'm your father? He's dead. Like, he has to be dead for Korra to be the Avatar.
Father, I think I was talking to Tense. I have no idea. I forgot what it was. I just remember it was, like, holding the mask. It was, like, old Aang with the mask off. And,
What the fuck? Ah! That's so fucking wild. That's so fucking... That happened. It's just, oh my... What was I even gonna talk about before we got to...
But, like, it's like if that happened and it turned out to be real. This is like the timeline where Aang was actually a mom.
Oh my fucking god, so dumb. They tried so hard to sell Loras into this fairy tale love story, but like not to go there again. But Keith and Lance had more chemistry in the Sunset theme than Loras in the entirety of season 8. Where's the lie though? Like, how is like okay? I'm trying to get into heads of like Joaquin and Lauren. How the fuck is the Lorance a fairy tale story? Like, they meant just like Aang and Katara being frozen for X amount of years, and like it was meant to be. And the soulmates, she didn't like him at first, but then she gave in, and she started liking him again. Like, I don't know why I gave him the voice, but it's just so fucking dumb.
Because this is what Joaquin sounds like.
Joaquin. Sonny with a chance.
Apparently Curtis, oh my god, I forgot his name's fucking Curtis.
Curtis!
Nora's husband was only planned to show up if they were gonna get backlash from Adam's death.
Yeah, like the whole reason why that thing was even there in the first place was because of the season 7 backlash. Hey, so they're like,
hey, do you think their ship name is like Shirtus?
Shirtus? Like a shart? Shardus. They changed his hair. Yeah, they changed his hair at the last minute. Like I have a feeling.
It could be shirt if he becomes like Kurt for short, so it's like shirt.
Shirt. Like SHIRT shirt.
Yeah.
But like, just the fact that they could have like, by ripping off like Roy Fokker's fucking dumbass hair, they could have just walked the entire Voltron team into like a lawsuit. They could have fucking done that. So dumb. So dumb.
Or like, yeah, his hair looks too similar. We gotta change that.
Yeah, dude.
But the thing is, like, he looks like Adam again. I mean, I've only seen like the small little screenshots, but like
oh,
he's like, is that Adam with like stubble and different hair?
Yeah, like he's like
no glasses.
Like he's a brown twink with glasses and a weird haircut. It's not Adam, but it's totally Adam.
Hey, he's got a type, okay?
He's got a type. Okay. Oh my fucking god! Oh yeah, the pacing.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard because like I don't know, they kind of got like the same face problem, so it's like not really easy to tell them apart.
Which is ironic because that style in particular, it's very hard to fall into same face syndrome in that style because you can change literally fucking anything. But I don't know why.
They haven't been doing that.
Adam came from a cloning facility.
Space Zelda looked exactly like Allura.
She did! Except white. Okay, now we were talking about Rebecca. They got to the point where we're talking about Rebecca.
I'm still gonna call her Space Zelda, but yeah. Ramel.
Romelle. Romelle, I think.
Yeah. White Altain's name is Romelle.
White Altain, I love how it's just... No, like, speaking of Altain, the funny thing is, Allura was, like, originally, she was, like, super fucking down about her and Karan being the only living Altains. But then, and then, like, once they found out, like, oh, apparently there's, like, so many Altains just, like, running around in this random fucking place. Then Allura's like...
I can't anymore, bye, Karan.
Then Allura's like, guess I'll die.
No, like, the shittiest part is, like, she doesn't even say
goodbye to Karan.
I'm like, why wouldn't you? That's so fucking
so
dumb.
Fucked.
Like, she scars Lance and Karan for life.
If Mako is as bland as white bread, then Keith is paper.
What?
They were talking about how we got to the point where we were comparing Keith to Mako.
Oh yeah. Okay, Mako's not blander than Keith. I'm just gonna say that.
That's true. Well, I mean,
you can have your beef with Mako if you want, but he's not blander than Keith.
Well, I mean, in a way, like, it's like, I don't know. You're just gonna start this whole fucking debate, like, who's blander, Mako or Keith? Bland fight.
This is a new discourse.
The Mako versus Keith discourse.
Exactly. Clans versus Wuko.
Clans versus... No, how dare you put Clans in the same category as Wuko?
I know. Well, we already know who'd win in that category.
Sheath versus Wuko.
Yes, there we go.
So fucking mad.
Would, probably.
god, I need to drink some water. I'm, like, dehydrating myself.
Yeah, I have, like, this cup. I finished my, like, cup of water here. I'm like, God, it's getting real.
I'm just getting sweaty. I don't know what to, like, cold sweat. I don't know what to tell you. Fucking what else happened?
Francis is like, I wonder what they're talking about right now. You're talking about right now.
Wait, I've just from someone who hasn't even seen season 8. Did Shiro even do anything in season 8 besides get married to Randy?
He got some hipster glasses, and he still has that ugly ass fucking arm.
Success. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
For young LGBT youth everywhere.
He is the gay icon we all needed.
Do they still have, like, that whole, like, rainbow, placeholder, like,
Wait, let me check my... I don't know if
thumbnail on Netflix.
Like, I don't know if... Because, like, the app and the TV one, they're different ones, but, like...
Okay.
They changed the icon for the app one. I don't know if it's still...
What's the app one?
That for the TV. The app one is just... It's funny, because, like, and the one I have on my list is just a picture of the Voltron robot, but on my trending now, it's Keith with, like, his blade of memoriam. And that's it. And that's it. But, like, Voltron is also, like, front and center at the top of the Netflix app. Like, they have a whole, like, image for it.
Yeah. And rebuild the multiverse how? That's what Francis asked.
Rebuild the multiverse.
Yeah, I didn't read enough spoilers to even understand what that whole thing was about.
I don't know the fucking multiverse. I don't know about that either. Cause like I tried to like read up on what they were thinking with that, but it just I don't know.
I think that's why I kind of like stopped watching after season 6.
Cause they're just throwing all this shit in a blender.
Yeah. They try to like bring up like too many like concepts, and like I don't think they even knew what they were like trying to. I don't know. I think they knew what they were trying to build in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Like I think it's like it wants to be Interstellar, but it's not.
They want to sneak in like Matthew McConaughey.
Whatever, but it's like it's not anywhere near that. They like try to bite off more than they can chew.
Yeah, right. Like they really like now that you think about it, I'm just trying to have them like in the writers' room, like we want something like that scene with Matthew McConaughey crying in the bracket.
Exactly. The whole like time skip things, you know.
Oh my fucking No, I'm just like it's still fucking wild to me, like hearing that they threw out everything that they had in mind after season 2. Everything makes so much sense. So much
like
sense.
that's like when I kind of stopped losing interest. Like season 3, I was like okay, but I'm like it doesn't feel like they're going anywhere with this.
Yeah, well, I still had like I was still kind of in denial. I still had hope, like, well, yeah, they'll get back to their original lines. This is just like a one season thing.
Like, kind of like I still watch like the next few seasons after that, but I'm like it's kind of losing a little momentum here. Maybe they'll pick it up again, but
yeah, like I watched season 4.
It's not hope, but you could kind of feel it dwindling a little bit from there.
Yeah, like I watched season 4 and I was like, uh-oh, is this getting boring? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Eef.
Like season 1 and 2, like season 1 was fun. I enjoyed it. And season 2 kind of like it had like that same fun. It wasn't as good as season 1, but it was as fun as it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this fucking
it's probably just like, you know, building up to something else, and season 4 is like, no.
Oh my god, new conspiracy in the chat. Ramel was there for Lauren to project herself onto, because God forbid there be a non-white character she can't project to. Well, if that's just a projection of Lauren, then Lauren is boring as fuck. Rebecca doesn't do anything!
Her name.
Like, she's such a nothing character that we make up names for her. If that's Lauren projecting herself onto this character...
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't, pair her up with Lance. Because, like, at one point, I think it was, like, a con where Jeremy Shadow was there.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was asking about, like, what if they were, like, shipped together? He's like, what would the ship name be for that? And they're like, oh my god, it'd be Romance. And like, it sounds like be stupid enough just to pair him up just for that. Like, yeah.
Oh my god, well, thank God that didn't come into fruition and that
I'm
led
really
to
glad that
absolutely
didn't happen either. But like, I could totally see them doing something stupid like that. Like, it was obviously planned from the beginning.
Actually?
Actually?
Like if it's a projection of Laura and then she had to have like a boner for Lance at some point, which is funny because it's very obvious that they all hate Lance so much that they didn't let him fucking go anywhere.
Yeah.
Show is so annoying.
Fall in love, but only if they die.
Yeah, like love is death. It's like that fucking stupid like Paul Joseph Watson video of like love is a mental illness. Like, yeah, damn, who hurt you? that like they like watch that on repeat and they're like, yes, we have to convey this in some way or another. They have to fucking die. Shiro won an arm wrestling contest, I guess. He was a brick. Yeah, this was us asking, like, what did Shiro even do this season?
Yeah. Like the whole thing for taking pages or like exact lines from Brake's book. They had to have like that sacrifice in the end.
I'm telling you, the Bragg handbook being spread around the office like gospel.
Yeah, Jenny's here. Can she join? Possibly. I'm gonna open the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She said it's finally working. Thank God.
Yeah, Vanny just posted in the chat and said, "Yo, I'm here." Okay. Let me pop her in.
Yeah, pop her in.
Pat.
So like, they killed his dad like for that great sacrifice at the end.
Hey, I'm here.
Howdy.
Oh,
talking
hold up.
shit
I have
about
to mute stream.
Yeah, this stream was it's been a ride.
Wait, what's like we're editing without editing, so we're just talking shit.
We're just talking. Okay, cool.
This is a PV podcast.
Oh yeah, this is the PvP podcast. Subscribe daily.
Yeah.
We have to have a screen for one of those. We have to make a screen for one of those where it's like, I guess this is a podcast now.
No, just put the screen cap of Korra technical difficulties that you drew for episode 5.
It's like the one with the computer on fire.
Oh my god, do I still have it? Wait.
If not, you can just take a screenshot from the episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, about the Voltron shit.
So did you guys actually end up watching it at all? Or
no. We just
browsing through the tags?
Yeah, we
basically just reading spoilers. I just finished my semester this week, so I've been like finishing a bunch of projects. I had no time. And now I just gotta consider if it's really worth watching.
It's not.
No, it's not. Maybe I don't know. Dude, honestly, I can't even tell you what episodes. Like, yeah, that's a good one to watch because it all felt like filler episodes. Like, we've already done a rescue mission. We've already done all of this shit. Like, let's actually get the plot moving, right? And it's just like, why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting so much time? It's your last season. And it's just, oh, the pacing was bad.
And I feel like when you do that, like, when you actually have the episodes with plot, it, like, I don't know, it feels, like, really weird because it's super rushed because they don't have enough time to fill everything in. And it it's a good time.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad season. It wasn't a good season, like, in general, but it was a horrible season just in terms of that's how you want to conclude your series, you know? Like, it's just...
Yep.
No.
So stupid. Everything was real. We talked about a lot. We went over... Let's see, what all did we go over?
I don't know.
We
Vanny,
went over...
what problems did you have? Because we're just laying it all out there.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of looking through the chat, seeing like what you guys haven't covered, but I'm pretty much you guys covered everything.
Well, like we've been all over the place, and like the chat hasn't exactly caught up with us either. So.
I know Afterglow. I think maybe in the beginning was saying that Lance and Alora's relationship was just they were sad the whole time. Like Lance was literally frowning in every fucking scene with her. And it's like, are you trying to convince us that they're a good relationship when he looks like sad as fuck? and
It's
she
a
looks sad
classic
as
straight
fuck.
people romance.
I know, straight people get away with everything, man.
The straights are at it again.
So it's just like, what are you talking about? But no, that's just, well, it was just a bad, it was a huge disservice to both of those characters.
Yeah, and I actually saw a post when I was like searching for season 8 drama, but like I saw something where it was like since Clance and Shiro and Allura were supposed to be canon, but until like the whole outline got thrown out, they were just talking about like Shiro and Allura would have been so much of a better straight romance in that show. That would be way healthier.
Honestly.
Yeah, and like way better, like foreshadowed and all this kind of stuff. Because like honestly, all of us in season 1 and season 2, we were like I think
It's
even
right there.
before, yeah.
Okay.
I think like even before.
Well, I feel like one of the reasons why they threw it out, I have no idea why, but there was like some controversy with their ages. Like I didn't think that Allura, when like the show first started, that she was the same age as like, you know, Lance and Keith and everyone, but apparently she is now. Like, I thought before she's, like, in her 20s or something, but they're like, no, she's 18 or something. I'm like, whatever.
It's still legal. It's still legal, though. I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Wait. I thought Allura was in her 20s. I thought she was.
We all thought!
I don't know if, like, the fans made this up, but they're like, no, she's, like, 17 or something. I'm like, she wasn't fucking 17 when this started.
No, they don't know the age. Like, if you were going to look at the Wiki page, you won't know her age. It just said she's like.
All right, well, some fans made up that she was like 17 or something, and that if she was a Shiro, would be pedophilia, and I'm like, whatever. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
I'm done with everything.
How old is Shiro? Like 24?
He's like 20.
I thought he was like 25.
He's like 24 to 26 in that general age range.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like that's what I thought, and like Allura, I thought she was like kind of in that age range too. Apparently, she's not, according to nobody. But yeah, so like, it's a fun time.
It's so fun. Season
Nothing makes sense. Everything is real, and also nothing.
Wow, so deep, yo. That sounds like a Noah Centineo tweet. I like how Noah Centineo has become the new Jaden Smith in terms of like pretentious ass tweets.
Nice.
Nice. It's so funny how like he's becoming like the new teen heartthrob because he's been in like 2 shitty Netflix teen movies. He was in like All the Boys I Loved Before. He wasn't in The Kissing Booth. What other one was he? He was in Sierra Burgess is a Loser. So like based on those two, they're all like, oh my god, he's so hot and he's so deep on Twitter and like I just wanna like fuck him. He's so weird.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm like pulling out some goldfish because I realized I haven't eaten since like I drank coffee this morning. I've been too heated.
Difficulty screen is up.
Yes, it is up. Is it bad Lance could finally find his way into Allura's
secret?
Don't. What? No.
That's what I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. I'm just gonna call you Frances.
That's what I've been calling him.
Do Altaeans wait?
Frances here. I know I'm not saying it right, but Frances.
Yeah.
There's something I just thought of, but do Altaeans fuck differently than humans? Kind of like how in Avatar, like the blue people fuck differently than the humans.
I was thinking more of like Futurama, where he like tries to romance a mermaid, and he realized that mermaids weren't the same as humans.
They don't have anything.
And he's like, why could I have the human part be on the bottom and the fish part be on top?
I remember that. I love that shit.
Yikes.
Basically.
Like I kind of started like a tiny rant, like a 1 tweet rant about Voltron season 8 on my Twitter. I deleted it the next day because I was like, I don't know if anybody cares. But like I think it was Kyle McQuarrie. He was like, I don't think you want to go down this road of like fanfic writers being better than the actual writers. And in my head I was like, they fucking are. What are you talking about?
They already are.
Yeah. That's true, man. It was sad. I was pretty hyped up, like, thinking the writing was going to be spectacular, and they were all leading up to, like, this really big end game, you know? and you read all these metas and theories and all that stuff. That was really cool. I thought like, okay, that actually fleshes out character motivation.
Also, like this Pigeon Lance thing
It's
that
a
came out of
shame
nowhere.
They didn't listen to those theories and they listened to the dumb ones instead.
To the clone theories and the fucking Lance Altean theory.
That made no fucking sense, man. I don't even know how that works out.
The fan art. They're like, I like the aesthetic of this.
Why? I don't know.
We were just
like, it just makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier, and we were like, that's just, like, apparently it's just Allure's way of saying, I'll always be with you, Lance, before she died. And, like...
But like, we were just talking about this earlier. They're like, yes, every time he looks in the mirror now, he'll be scarred for life.
And now every time he's at work at the farm, like, everything he does is because of Allure. Allure this, Allure that, Allure. He won't be able to fucking move on. It's like having your ex's name tattooed on your face. And it's such a shitty move on Allure's part and the writer's part. Like, fuck you, Allura.
And they only dated for what? 5 days?
Like 5 days!
It's like Titanic, yo.
They kind of use, like, the kind of, like...
Like, he'll move on, he'll get married, he'll have kids, and then, like, finally at the end, he's like, fuck you, new wife, and he, like, goes to be with Allura.
Yeah, no, it's...
Dude, I hate that final scene in Titanic just because of that. It's like, you got married, you had kids, and, like, what do you do after you die? You don't join your ghost husband, you join Ghost Jack instead.
Also...
Yeah, that's dumb.
Sorry. Also, we were talking about Lotor, too. What happened to him?
I thought he was actually going to come back this season, and no, he just, like, came back dead.
Melted, apparently.
Yeah. It's like, alright. You guys can't show, you know, LGBTQ content, but you definitely can show someone fucking melting, you know?
Well, they can show content is, like, only a screen cap, though.
Yeah.
Like, even after you detailed somebody's whole thing with, like, abuse from his family... He's just fucking melting. Like, what are you trying to say here?
That's another thing, too. Like, they spend a whole... Yeah, the second episode, it spends the whole episode talking about pretty much Lotor and Minerva, right? And just, like, her character motivation through all these series of flashbacks. But it was really, you know, emphasizing Lotor and, like, how he came to be... You know who he is, I guess, kinda. We're still missing that 10,000 year gap, but pretty much his like childhood, I guess. And then like they do nothing with it. Yeah. It's just like I never wanted to be a mommy, and that was it.
That, like they started and they never followed through with.
Yeah,
this could be potentially interesting, and then like they bring up so many other things, they have like no time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I just kind of saw in the chat. They're talking about, like, when you think Lotor and Allure were a romance, and AJ said he thought Lotor was at least 26, but Lauren said Allure is a teen. I honestly think they just made her a teenager to, like, knock out all the fucking, like, valid ships that could have happened so they could fucking stick Allurans in everybody's faces. I'm convinced.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, oh, she can't be with Shiro. She's too young. Oh, she can't be with Lotor. She's too young. Well,
now she is.
But that was never a problem. And they're both like 10,000 years old. So
exactly.
Like, technically, it's fine. And also, Karan didn't even get to say goodbye.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah, we were super pissed off about
like,
that.
Yeah, like they had a whole moment. I don't know if you guys like saw it at all, where King Alfor. That moment where he's like, take care of my daughter, you're gonna stay with her and like be frozen in the ship, and he's like, oh yeah, it's my greatest honor and blah 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 blah. They spent like a good chunk of that flashback on that, so you'd think there would be payoff. Either Karan dies
that season, because I remember that like in other episodes where it's like super important, and then, like, but they brought it up then and they still didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with it, you know. And it's like, why bring it up? Like, we already know this. Why did you spend time to animate all of this when we already know this shit? And yet they did nothing with it. He didn't like do some ultimate sacrifice. He didn't like, or you know, it just made no sense.
I don't know what the whole reason for like them doing that in the first place was. Why didn't he like just join them?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What was the reason behind that anyway? Like, why did you have to sacrifice yourself?
Also, I think Karan was like the most underutilized character ever. Like he was only there to like
Comic
there's a
Relief,
problem.
New
Yeah,
Zealand.
yeah. He was like, they're like, okay, he fixed a
That's
little bit
Comic
problem.
Relief, but he still had like more character or like development than Hunk did. So
Yeah, you know what? I think Hunk got like his character development season 1, and then season 7, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
yeah, and even I didn't see season 7, but I feel like for that one, it was just like, here's a tidbit on the side, here's his like shining moment, and then nothing else happens.
Yeah.
Also, Kyle McQuarrie just showed up, and I think it's the point where I said, like, where I was talking about that tweet, and like, I'm sorry, Kyle.
So
Wait,
nice.
I
He's
still
always
think you're cool. I was heated at the time, okay? But anyway, yeah, like,
It's like, ... yo, like, are we cool?
like so offended, like, yo.
I don't know what happened on Twitter, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't like a fight. He was just kind of like, oh, I don't want you to go over. I don't kind of want you to go down this road right now. But I was like, I guarantee I'll be less bitter in a couple days. But I deleted the tweets just because I was like, it's not. I don't know. I don't want to seem like new people coming at my Twitter and being like, who the fuck is this bitch? She's one of those Voltron motherfuckers. I'm not following her.
Yeah. It's I don't know, it was just bad. It was just really bad. I don't know why they went down the route that they took.
Because
like
I
wish
I still didn't watch it, kind of expecting it to be bad. Like I definitely expected it to be bad, but like I didn't think they were gonna kill anybody off like that.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be disappointing in like some aspects, but I thought like it would have like really good moments, you know, really
and, like,
good
the thing
character.
is, like they've like people were like predicting this because of those fake, not fake screenshots.
Oh
like,
man, I still can't believe those are real, dude. I'm pissed.
I know, yeah. They're like, yeah, she had her statue in the background. They're like, what is her statue? Because she's dead. And I'm like, they wouldn't fucking do that. And they fucking did it.
I still can't believe all the leaks were real. I
Yeah.
cannot fucking... Including the Roy Fokker one. Are you kidding me? They're like, from Roy Fokker to Curtis. Seems like a really okay transition there.
I'm pretty sure like they weren't even
before about, like saying this is like if Aang, like if Amon turned out to be Aang in the end with that like fake screenshot like in book 1.
You remember that?
No.
Oh.
What? No, okay,
Wait.
so there's like this fake screenshot where it's like people are theorizing like who's Amon.
Here, let me find it for you.
Oh, and it's Aang.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like if that turned out to be canon.
That would be so disappointing.
And also make no sense.
Thank you, Bryke. Bryke didn't do a lot of things right, but at least they did some basic things right.
At least that came out too late in the game for them to change it.
What? Oh, fuck. What was I going to say before? It was something about...
Hey, but the guy had different hair, right? And the one that Hero marries?
That, but the fact that they, like, got that
considered
like,
getting the Macross guy.
inked it and colored it, and it was, like, ready to go and ship, and, like, that was, like, bad decisions all around.
I still can't, like, let's just fucking talk about the fact that they straight up had to do a fucking 80s Where Are They Now montage at the end. Because DreamWorks made them, and it's so fucking funny.
I can't believe Lance is a fucking farmer. Like, he literally started the whole show talking about, like, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. Like, the show opens with him and him being really cocky and trying to be more than what he is, and then he ends up being that, right? And then it's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just
he's just like, I'm just gonna settle with being a racist stereotype instead. It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's just like, really? Like, you couldn't have done
you don't have to be
anything.
lonely.
With FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah.
Like, we were convinced, like, if Lance had to be a farmer, like, if Clans happened, they could both just live in a yeehaw house. I just love the phrase yeehaw house. Yee house.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even in the yeehaw house with Keith.
Yeah, I guess I don't know anything about Pigeon Lance. I know people ship them. I don't know
For some
where
reason,
they got that from.
I don't know.
That's
That'd be even sketchier. That'd be even sketchier because she's 15, he's 19.
Lance is?
Lance, well, after the time skip, he was 19. I think. Right?
Is he though?
I don't remember what they
It
were
was like
before that. I
18.
think he's
He
like
said 18,
18.
19,
So then, like,
something around there.
2-year time skip. I think it's like
Oh.
20 now.
Wait, like between, but his farmer self, he was 20. He looks old as shit, dude.
Oh no! I don't know how old he is on the. I thought you were talking about Keith during the time skip. Never mind.
No, I was talking about like the age difference between Pidge and Lance. Like Lance is technically an adult and Pidge isn't. That'd be like someone in college dating a high school sophomore. 'Cause, I don't know.
Afterglow said another thing that made me mad about Lance's treatment is the fact that when the Paladins met the old Paladins, everyone got a cool speech, and all Lance got was Alfor's approval. Yes, I totally forgot about
Everything is about Allura. Everything is about Allura.
So like remember
how
when they were exploring like the reason why the Red Lion chose you, and it was basically because you were like the second right-hand man of the Black Lion, right? And that's like one of the things that makes the Red Lion appeal to you, I guess, or choose you. And like you would think King Alfor and Lance would have this moment where they're talking about that, right? Like they're talking about like you're gonna keep this team together. You're the one who, and Lance does. He's kind of the glue in the whole group, you know, make sure they keep going. And he's just like, yeah, you love my daughter. I love my daughter. Goodbye, you know. That's it. So like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, it's just that was just like such a bad,
Also, we were just talking about like overall, just coming to the realization that like Allura has actually been a giant Mary Sue this entire time, and it sucks. It's so disappointing. Cause like she's good at everything. I don't know. It just pisses me off that like, I guess maybe the one flaw that I have to give them to them. Like the only like flaw they really managed to like explore with Allura was her judgment against like everybody that was Galra because of what happened.
Yeah,
and some people were pissed about that.
Yeah. Why were they?
Well, yeah, but they got pissed off about that because they're like, "Oh my god, she's racist."
No, they were mad that they made the black character racist, like the reverse racism kind of, I don't know, deal. God. And I'm like, I guess I don't really see
People are reaching so far they're in space.
Like she has a really justified reason for hating Galra people, you know? Like she wakes up after 10,000 years.
She like overcomes that. Like she
within 2 episodes. It was like an overarching
I don't understand why people are so pissed off about like it doesn't.
Yeah, like she does like it's not like she just like woke up one day and she just went to like her stage and in front of a bunch of people just be like
she's
those filthy
Galras,
am I right?
Committed genocide against her whole people. I wonder.
But yeah, like that was kind of, from what I remember, that was kind of the only thing that Allura had going in terms of like flaws being explored and being dealt with, and everything else was just kind of like she's good at everything. She suddenly falls for Lance for no reason after she and Lotor were a thing. He was a rebound.
Yeah,
and like it's so fucking dumb. Allura, baby, what do they do to you?
I don't know. I'm just really upset because like I think the last time I really cared about her was like when she turned to a giant woman and just like yeeted Shiro out of the ship.
I remember that. Yeet it.
It was so iconic.
How to yeet a Shiro into space.
Yeah.
Step 1.
Fuck,
yeah,
dude.
it was just bad. I think they just kind of lost their way, and I would like to be a fly on the wall.
It's totally cool. I wasn't mad or anything.
Okay, good. I was worried. But yeah, like we were also talking a lot about like possible like in-house conspiracy theories and tea and drama and all this shit. Like, did you read up on
there
any of
is
that?
some.
Yeah.
Like some intern. I don't know if I really believe it.
I don't know either. But like
it's plausible.
I'm still stating it's a conspiracy theory for now until it's like there's like tangible proof somehow. I don't fucking know, but like that it was actually like that bad.
It will be.
I don't think that. Yeah. It's kind of like you'll just have to take a word for it, but like we never know. But
you know what? I don't know. I think it actually maybe like the biggest reason everything just seems like a mess is because like they only had what was it? 3 years to work on everything, start to finish? Was it
It's
3 or
been
4 years?
it's been
Yeah, it's
well,
like
they
it's
started in
well, it
2014.
starts.
Like
2014?
Yeah, but like the show's only been airing since 2016.
so 2 years, like 2.5 years now. Which
Yeah,
is
that's like, and they had 8 seasons in
hmm
two
Mm-hmm.
years in animation. Like, what the
and
Like
hell?
I
mere
was like, well, to be fair, the Earth also had 8 seasons within the last 2 years, so.
oh
Wait,
Oh,
wait, what show?
no, we were
no, the
she was
Earth.
making a bad astrology joke.
Oh, um, yeah. I just assume everything's a mess because like
Yeah,
they just
God.
didn't have time to fix anything. They're like, okay, sounds kind of good. Let's go. You know,
hmm
they
Mm,
didn't like really like break things down and like get feedback. You know, like they just
Yeah, like the
let's
fact
go,
that
let's
they
go, let's
like
go.
the fact that they like threw out everything that they were gonna do after season 2, and like apparently there was drama with like Tim Hedrick and like
I know
all
Mary
this
Chan
different
left too. Yeah,
yeah, like
it
coincidentally,
was.
that's when the show started getting really bad.
Yeah,
yeah, like yeah, just honestly, just all
And
this
then Lauren and
shit.
Joaquin are like, maybe if we tell them how great the show is, they'll believe it too.
Uh-huh. And like apparently there's something where it's like they wanted to make like Robotech the entire time, but they weren't allowed to. Like something like Robotech or Macross, like a remake of that. So they just chose Voltron, and then they ended up like sneaking the plot of Robotech into it. Apparently, allegedly, I don't know. Again, another conspiracy theory, but still kind of like that's why like X doesn't lead to Y. X leads to the number 2, you know?
yeah. X equals two. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of things that went wrong with it, and I hope like maybe in a few years, like when I'm sure people would spill the tea, shed some light on the whole production process. Like it'll be a case study of what not to do on an animation show.
I think it's
So,
already turned into a
Or
case of what
they
not to
just
do.
like
but we
copy it
don't.
again, like
We
they did with copying all the shit that Break did.
Oh, dude, like
uh,
what if the Dragon Prince and She-Ra go in the same direction? I don't care about either of those shows, but like what if? Can you imagine? It's the Bright curse.
I hope not because I feel like
I don't think
I
they
don't know
would.
anything about Shira because it's a totally different like crew, but at least for
Yeah,
the Dragon Prince, it has people that
that
like
worked
brought
with.
good elements to Avatar, you know?
That's true.
So,
I mean, I
I don't
guess,
know.
but also DreamWorks, because apparently DreamWorks interfered a lot with like they're responsible for the "Where are they now" montage and like Curtis existing and like all this
That's the
weird
dumbest
shit.
fucking name for that dude too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone said Allura was super strong shapeshifter who recreated existence in the end. Maybe she is Mary Sue.
Sorta, not really.
Yeah,
You
I
can make the case, I guess.
yeah. Well, no, I guess different strokes for different folks,
But
but
like Vermil was strong too, so maybe it's just an Altean thing that like strong.
I like honestly, I don't know. We were just talking about how Ramel was such a nothing character. We've just called her by like
Yeah, like
different
we didn't even
names.
remember her name. Like I've been calling her Space Zelda. Haley's been calling her Rebecca.
Rebecca. I know what was it? It's Sumo212 says Vermel was there for Lauren to have a white Altean character to project onto. I think that's the second time they said it. No, in the actual Voltron show, there's a Ramel, I think, and it looks
Yeah,
exactly like
and
her.
she was Allura's cousin. So like when people
Yeah.
started like posting fan art of them, I'm like, I feel kind of conflicted about this.
Uh-oh.
I know in this version they're not cousins, but I'm like, I gotta tell myself they're not cousins.
Just
No,
like,
there's just one way to
sweet
like,
home Alabama.
yeah, it's just one way to borrow, I guess, from the original show. Hey, did you guys talk about Pidge mimicking original Voltron Pidge in the first episode?
I
Do you
mean,
guys know about that?
I know about that, but
I've
I'm
seen like a
mixed on it.
screenshot of it. I don't really know the context of it, so.
Me either. It just like I'm mixed on that because on the other hand, haha, funny, but on the
Mm-hmm.
other hand, like it seemed like they were trying way too hard to like fish for nostalgia. Like, guys, don't pay attention to all this other bad stuff going on over here. Remember
I thought it was
'80s
supposed to be, like,
Voltron?
comic relief. I don't, like I said, I don't know enough about like what happened in that scene, so I thought it was just like, hey, comic relief, haha.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it definitely was, but I know it was funny.
yeah,
Yeah, like
that's why I said
I
haha funny. Yeah.
I think it's just I think that's really the only time they reference the actual show like in a meta way like that. So
No, they did that with in season 3 with the Scandinavian Shiro or whatever
Oh,
it
The
yeah,
was.
you're right,
Sven,
you're right.
yeah, the whole inspiration for
Sven.
PvP Shiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
In the
like, they went to,
back.
like alternate universe, and he was like, "Hey."
I am Sven.
Francis
I am
said,
here.
could Quran shapeshift? I don't think so. I think it's only people with like
He's too old.
Only people who are super special.
that have like magical skills, I guess.
Magical privilege.
Be a princess. No.
Let's see in the chat. Like, I wonder if I was alone in feeling like Lance felt out of character in season 8.
He did.
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
He just was sad the whole time. That's all he.
Lawrence just looked super fucking miserable.
Just like with Cora. Here, be
Hey,
sad.
cinematic parallels.
No. I don't want to say it with Cora too because like she had like legitimate reasons to be depressed, you know, and then like Lance was just like
I was really bummed out that they just kind of kept her that way.
Uh-huh. And like even when she wasn't depressed, like they still kind of reduced her to just cardboard, you know, which I was like really bummed out about.
Yeah, I'm still always bitter about that ending where it's like I needed to go through that to learn, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
Like break
yeah.
I still can't fucking believe that.
I think it would have been okay if they just like just said like even though I went all through all of that, I learned something from it, you know.
Yeah, like
I think that's
like,
what they were tending to do.
Yeah, but like they worded
that's
so
not
shittily,
yeah.
like oh, like you know, I can make the best out of the situation, whatever it was. So it's like, no, I needed to go through that to grow stronger and learn. I'm like, oh my god.
I needed that to be a better person. Like
exactly, and then everyone like agreed. Like all those people who hated Cora, they're like, wow, she really grew, didn't she?
yeah.
Oh,
messy.
We could go on about book 4, but that's off topic. We're going on about season 8.
Anyway, it always goes back to that.
So many cinematic parallels, so little time.
No, I think everybody, talking to Jay right here, I think everybody pretty much realized Lance wasn't himself.
Yeah. Because, like, I think, like, I don't know if he's been in character for a few seasons now. Because he's been, like, he hadn't really been through an arc at all. Mm-hmm. They set up good things for him, like, season 1 through 3, I'm thinking. And then, just, like, he was delegated to comic relief.
Comic relief.
And Allura, like, let me get into your cooch, please. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Secret tunnel.
Ew.
Yeah, and then like whenever Lance like what was the scene on season 6, maybe 5, I don't know, when he's talking to the mice like I like Allura.
6.
Yeah, it was like
it was out of the blue. Like
it was like really
Allura didn't do anything.
Like, what?
Yeah, Allura didn't do anything to make him feel like that. He was just like all of a sudden I'm in love with Allura. No,
because they have to have
like early on that they addressed it. It was just like really late in the game. Like, okay, this is suddenly, and it's not like anything happened between them where it's like, oh, now I feel this way. No, just suddenly, I have feelings.
And I think they also had like that scene where Lance died and Allura brought him back from the dead as zombie Lance, just to kind of be like, hey, look, here's proof that Lance is like super in love with Allura. That's used to justify that happening.
But she did it to Shiro, so...
That's true. Well, yeah. She does that to everybody.
Yeah,
she's a necromancer.
She just does that.
If a zombie apocalypse happens in space, you know it's Allura's fault from the heavens.
Did you guys see the end?
Yeah, like, to take her out. Like, she can't, like, let people die.
Stop it! He's already dead! Yeah, what were you saying, Vanny?
Did you guys see the end card? Like the final shot of Voltron?
So the one where he's like, you know, on the farm?
No. There's a shot. I'm assuming it's Allura. It looks like Allura. They're like the lions went out into space, and then the lions are all.
That's I
don't know. It looks
stars.
Like it's not really her. It looks like her sleeping body. It looks like if she was asleep, kind of.
Like
and
some
you can see
some fucking Snow White beauty, Sleeping Beauty ass shit.
yeah, but I don't know. It's like a cosmic Allura, pretty much, and that's
Like
just
the
where it ends
lion
on.
thing, the white lion.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. I don't, let me see if I can find the.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too.
It's probably like, here, it's not over
Oh,
by our
found it!
You
Oh
found it?
my god, this is so stupid.
Sure.
Yeah,
by our
I'm pulling
comic
it up.
books.
Uh-huh.
Let me see.
Real subtle, guys. She just is God now. It's confirmed.
My girlfriend turned into the universe. That's rough, buddy. That's Keith.
Jesus. Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, to the new robot referencing chip. But I don't see why that was relevant. Like Pidge's, I don't know, her like robot Pidge pretty much. Like why did they spend time on that? And it was very just at the end, right? But they like had this dialogue back and forth with Matt, and it's like why? Like you could have spent that time doing something else. Like why are you focusing on this fucking robot? That looks a little bit creepy. So
yeah. I don't know. It's just this is all a lot. I don't know. I don't even know how else to like process everything. It's just like it's just a lot, dude. I'm glad I wasn't like as into it as I was with Korra. Otherwise, like I would be in that like mess state for 2 weeks, like I was after book 4, which I'm glad about. But right now, I'm just like,
same.
Fuck.
I think I learned from that though, because like I was really
too!
attached to Korra, so I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
Me too. Like lesson learned.
Exactly.
yeah. You know, I think I made the mistake of writing the. I guess like there was a huge feeling like when Korosami happened, right? And so I'm like, dude, it's gonna be the same thing with Clance. I fucking swear. Like this is where it's all gonna point to. And the first episode literally like cemented for me, like, dude, Clance is gonna happen. Like they're spending way too much time on Keith and Lance, and then like how incompatible Lance and Allura are. So and then like they made it the first episode, so I thought like, okay, there'll be a thing for a couple episodes, and like it'll be like I don't know, Keith and Lance figuring their shit out. But then like nothing happened. So I'm like, what the fuck? So that was disappointing.
Yeah, so
I guess.
in the chat, it's like Keith really fell out of character too. I felt like Keith was out of character in season 7, but not so much in season 8. Not that I mean things went over at people's heads. It sounded really arrogant. OMG, I'm bad at wording. I'm just reading all the things.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, I don't know if it's like actual character development. Because, like, obviously I haven't been keeping track of, like, the later seasons, but I mean, like, what?
I think Keith was more or less the same.
Yeah. Just he and Lance have a better relationship that should have gone further. Get your shit together.
They're gonna have comics, and then they're just gonna, like, pander and make it happen. Because they shot every other ship down, I guess, other than Pigeon Lance. If they make Pigeon Lance happen, I guess. But every other ship's, you know, shut down.
Page out of Reich's book, there you have to ship everybody with everybody.
Yeah.
And also, hello, presidential election. Let's bring back a side character. Oh, God, the fucking comics. Oh, my God. Like, I'm just trying to imagine, like, if they did put out Voltron comics, like, post-finale, like, realistically, what could they be like?
The Adventures of Voltron.
But I thought Voltron was over.
Yeah, like, the lines, like, flew off into space again.
It'd just be drama. They build another one. They build another Voltron.
Well, I mean, if Shiro can make a fucking giant robot out of nothing, then...
Yeah, the only thing I could see is that,
Horan's just, like, in a catatonic state, because he's, like, scarred for life.
I'm trying to think, like, would it be like right after the lines took off, or would it be like the time skip one where everybody's all like old and like doing their dead end jobs?
Dead end jobs. I don't know, to be honest. I feel like there's nothing for them afterwards because like Voltron disbanded and they started doing their own things. So like, Hunk being a chef and all that other stuff. So I don't think there's anything that unifies them enough to make them comics. It'll have to be a spin-off. Like that, maybe the MFE fighters and stuff. But
yeah, I think like Lauren and Joaquin went out of their way to tie up everything. So it'd be like no sequels, no spin-offs. This is what you're getting. You're gonna like it and enjoy it. The end. Bye.
Yeah.
Until they find some fanfic that they like that they got a copy.
Dirty Laundry.
Oh God.
I haven't even read Dirty Laundry, but I've heard like
I don't even know what it's about. I just see it everywhere. And I remember, I don't know why, but like a few months ago, I don't know why I was even there, but I was like on like a YouTube video for Gasolina, and like every single comment was from like people who like clan shippers. Like if you like go on the official YouTube video for that song, it's like literally all clan shippers.
Oh God.
If anyone's read,
it's like
knows
everyone
about...
commenting. They're all commenting Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, if anyone's read that fic,
please fill us
in.
Please.
What that is. I know, I hear it all the time. I thought it was just like, oh, maybe that's just a really good fic.
Yeah, just tell us what it's about and what happens, because like I don't know if I'd be into reading that whole thing. I just want to know like what's the deal with Dirty Laundry?
What's the deal?
Actually, I think.
Yeah, like what a historical moment.
Jay said my thirsty Lanstan ass would take any comics of my fave boy, but what I'm picturing in my head now is everybody else doing cool shit, and then there's just gonna be a periodic cutaway to Lance, and he's just like milking Paltonecker or something, just, and that's it. Like
so boring.
Yeah.
Like everybody got all the cool jobs, and then here's Lance being like, "Well, this is the life I chose." So
yeah,
just going to farmersonly.com and just crying and being like, "None of them are the same as Allura. It's not the same." Just like looking in the mirror and like doing one of those like hand wipe on the mirror things all sad.
Yeah.
I wish that was what the comics would be, because that'd be fucking hilarious. Oh God. Okay, now they're talking about Dirty Laundry in the chat. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I think I just saw only one thing that says Dirty Laundry, but someone else said, "Please no, there's so much better fixed than Dirty Laundry." Okay.
What is it about? Like, explain it. Like...
I don't know. Here, I'm just gonna look up Voltron Dirty Laundry. Maybe it already comes up as like an auto result on Google, so that's interesting. I guess it's like I'm so confused. Wait, okay, there's a Dirty Laundry wiki and the Voltron Amino wiki. So it's a Clance... popular? I guess, I don't know. It's a Clance fanfic from early to mid 2017. Known for most known fanfiction of the show, quote-unquote controversial. What? The fanfiction... Controversial. Here, let me just read this. The fanfiction that took the Voltron fandom and clan shippers by storm. Dirty Laundry is a beloved blah 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 blah. About how the wild 2 weeks Keith spends with Lance's family posing as his boyfriend for the holidays in exchange for laundry. What happened those 2 weeks nobody, not even Keith or Lance, expected. It discusses and incorporates the topics of culture, biphobia and homophobia, sexuality, love, family tension, mistakes, teen pregnancy, autism, family
I got bad
cancer.
What the hell is happening in this
I'm reading the wiki page for Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but I'm like, what is like? How are they fitting all this shit in there?
Yeah, like they have like teen pregnancy, autism, and cancer covered as 3 of the topics in Dirty Laundry. I'm like, oh, this isn't a fucking Clance figure. What?
Oh shit! And is this like a modern AU, or is this like supposed to be like in universe, or what?
I think so. I don't know.
I think it's a modern thing.
Though the publicity brought negativity and it faced much controversy for its portrayal of a few of these topics, it is still widely loved among the fandom, even among other shippers and fans who don't ship Clance. The writing is praised for its strong sense of
controversy.
So Dirty Laundry is gonna be like the next kind of 50 Shades of Grey thing, where it's just a fanfic and they just change the names and then it's a best-selling novel.
It's gonna be like 13 reasons. The way they're gonna do it, it would be like 13 Reasons Why. This sounds like fucking Clan's 13 Reasons Why.
What are they gonna rename it? Dirty Laundry to I don't know.
Wait, what was
Clean
it?
laundry.
Clean laundry. Laundry's done.
Laundry Day.
Clean
I don't know.
Laundry Day. Yeah.
Like that one movie, Laundry Day. Garbage Day. Oh god. Okay.
I can't believe a fan fiction has its own wiki.
What the fuck? I saw this. Like, there's a chat room on the side of this wiki that says Shiro's tits are real. 14 members are online.
What?
I don't know. Here, let me just show you, like, what this wiki is. Give me just a second, okay? Like, well, I mean, you guys can't see it. Do you want me to share the screen? Just so,
sure.
I don't know.
Let's
Okay,
see
I'll just fucking go ahead and do that. Okay, fuck, where did they moved everything, so I don't know what sharing the screen or where anything is. Ah! Audio and full.
Jay says Gasolina was Lance's favorite song, so you know the person who wrote it is like our age right now.
Oof, 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 oof.
Because it would have been like
look up the
Despacito, to be
YouTube
rich.
video for Gasolina.
You don't know that one?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna look it up because I was telling you like how on their YouTube, like the YouTube page for that song, like it was all just like comments from Clan shippers saying Abuelita is coming.
Ooh,
Oh
yikes. Yeah, like that's
Hang on,
part of the
I'm
reason.
gonna find it.
Yeah. That's a huge reason why I hate fanfics that include, like, modern songs. Because, like, one, it breaks the immersion, and two, they're just gonna get a shit ton of spam if it gets popular.
Yes.
So, yeah, like, look at this. It discusses and incorporates the topics of... Huh?
Wolfix said there's a Tumblr user that goes by Leaking Hate. They cracked down the season and proved some scenes were cut.
Wait, really? Okay, let me
Oh,
see.
shit. Send us the link. Send us the receipts.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up right now. Tumblr.com. It's
anyway, Vanny, I was telling Hayley before about that one screenshot from Ryu on his like Instagram page where he's like storyboarding it, and it was like the same scene from like one of those final leaked shots.
Yeah.
And it was like he posted it like a month after season 7 aired.
So you know it was
it was like totally last minute.
Yeah, it was what's it called? Damage control. Yeah.
Just these fucking like
Basically.
fake, like this fucking like picture, the screen cap with fake subtitles. Like, poor Laura, all that bomb pussy at your fingertips, and you still fear using it. Okay. Anyway, let's get to some meta.
What?
I don't know.
Are you sharing your screen on YouTube or on?
Oh, I thought I was sharing the screen right now, but I didn't know. Okay, wait.
Are you? Oh,
okay, now I am. I hope.
oh, there it is.
Yeah, from the season 8 trailer premiered at. This is from season 8 Clear as Day on Netflix. They removed the romantic purple lighting. Something.
Wait a second. Are you showing something?
Okay, now now the yellow things are coming up, so I guess now it's sharing.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
All right, here you go.
Yeah. Now it's going slow though, so I don't know if Skype's like, "Whoa there, partner." So like, apparently there's like a lighting difference. I don't know what that means, but like
Lord of the Rings.
What? Lord Tora was a female power fantasy romance?
Yeah. Lorance was a male power fantasy romance. Guess which one was painted bad light so the other could be seen in a good light.
Yikes. I don't want to go that deep into
Gonna yeet out of that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Now we're going down the rabbit hole for some season 8 conspiracies. I love this shit.
Oh yeah.
I feel like fucking Shane Dawson. Like, get your tea and grab your fucking mops. Okay, so are Unnerva and Hagar the same person?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure, because like,
Dude, I really hate that her name's Unnerva because like I keep thinking of
Honora.
Yes. Like that's what they called Izumi before they knew what her name was, and they're like convinced that he named his daughter after Honor.
It would have made sense though.
Honora 2.0.
Like, I remember, like, everything, like, regarding her for, like, almost the entire time that show was running until, like, book 4 aired. That was, like, her canon name to everybody. It was, like, fucking, what was the name? Howl? It was, like,
Yeah.
worse than that.
Chasing the
I was gonna
ghosts.
call him Wolf for a second.
Chasing the ghosts of season 8. Okay, here we go. Apparently, this is the juicy one. Apparently.
It's just nice.
Okay, Lotor's vindication and reunion with Laura originally part of, and I can prove it. Post animation, blah blah blah. Repurposed to make it look like he was dead all along, but some are still in there. Blah blah blah. Zero chance that season 8 is its entirety. Trigger warnings: gore, that image, and discussion of it. Body horror, sexism, and major character death. Okay. Keep reading. Yay.
We're going in deep.
Just going like I'm in.
Essay. Part 1.
Part 1. Okay. God, hurry up.
Oh wait, a little
What
as
does
this
that
loads. A
block
little
say?
side note. So you know, in Voltron Abridged, when Lance is like, "I'm not your daddy, but I could be," and then you have like the shot where it cuts away.
Page, just, like,
Well-
really on it, screams, yikes.
Porn
My
friend.
favorite is Porn Friend, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they're is their Tumblr deleted? Oh no, it's loading. Never mind.
If it was deleted, it'd be deleted.
Oh.
Wait, what are you looking for?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing that whole, like, shit thing with Tumblr, how they're, like, deleting people's blogs or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Not safe for work. There's something rotten in the House of Voltron, and by that I mean DreamWorks Animation. What a way to fucking rile us up already. I hope you guys find the article. Lotora and Clan Shippers have an analyzed the season to see it was edited, and it was. Okay, let's dive in. I'm about to dive in. Okay, top out to NDAs, but we follow most of the cast. And they recorded and led them to expect a very different season. Well, I mean, like, the epilogue number 1. The almost total radio silence afterward is also telling. They make it so, like, suspenseful. Like what a writing style. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Let me just read. AJ is the only one actively posting about it, and his posts have been expressing his distress over what happened.
JW says, I just feel like the fic relies on a lot of stereotypes, like you said. I remember it was really early, so Lance wasn't even Cuban in the fic, he was Mexican. And the author ended up deleting it and replaced it with a B-movie script.
Oh shit. That's when you know it's bad.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoops. Okay, anyway, what's happening? So AJ didn't know what was going to happen with Lotor. His excitement about the series, it's very apparent that he thought Lotor would have a very different fate than he appears to. At this moment, season drop tweeted out Lotor was framed, and later didn't seem to realize that Allura was trending because she died. Some of the other VA scarce posts lead me to believe they're having similar reactions. A now deleted post from Bex about having watched up to season 6 because of an image of captioned with internal screens. To remove all references from VLD from her bio. Bex removed all of the Voltron references from their bio. So I don't know if
Damn.
like, I'm hearing mixed things about Bex, though. Like, I thought, like, they were, like, oh, like, this is a lot better than you guys are giving it credit for, and I've also heard this, and I'm like, so which one's the truth? I don't know. I'm certain that...
I'm gonna look at her Twitter bio right now.
Okay. Wait, I think Bex goes by they, them. I think.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. I just learned about that this week.
Yeah, me too!
I didn't know that at all.
I was
Sorry.
like, oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't keep up on
The last thing I saw from them was, like, I don't know, people were, like, going nuts about them on Twitter, where it was, like, what they post? It's something, like, back when Adam died.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
Oh,
like,
yeah, when they were like...
war.
Yeah,
It's
I remember
serious.
that.
And, like, I think it became, like, a copy pasta for a while.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, God.
So, they did remove it.
Oh,
All
boy.
Voltron. Ew, that's a little messy. You wouldn't do that.
Wait, did they leave
you were
ones for
proud
their
of what
other
you
past
did.
work? Did they leave, like, Scream or whatever they did before?
Oh, I don't know. Wait, what?
Like, they did other kind of, like, MTV shows before doing Voltron. Did they leave that up or, like, anything else up? Or did they only I don't know. I don't know what they're.
No. The bio says, the coolest thing about me is my matching tattoo with some other person. I show up on screens sometimes. And that was it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Anyway.
But I remember they did used to have Voltron on
their bio.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Certain blah blah blah, and the writers uploaded to. We know there were some very last minute changes to season 8. I guarantee you that Ezor was actually dead before the backlash over Adam and August. And you're kidding yourselves if you think that epilogue exists before then either. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, she just like popped out of nowhere.
She's like, "Hey guys, I'm not dead. Peace out."
Yeah, like what the fuck? Oh yeah. Anyways, let's go.
Okay, Kingdom Reunion's last Shiro tweet that we. Well, I mean, it's not really a tweet; it's an Instagram post, but go off. We now know to be from the wedding epilogue. Was posted on something 2018. Less than 2 months ago, these changes were still in progress. Less than a month before the first trailer premiered at NYCC, these changes were still being made. Okay. And those are absolutely not the only... Well, I mean, yeah. Can you just tell us? Okay. We're still talking in ways that would lead us to expect Lotor's redemption roughly up to Season 7 in August. So whatever happened, it went down between August and November, which is probably why Season 8 was so shitty, which was a terribly compressed timeline to make edits. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, this person, I could prove it. Do you want to know how? Animation was recycled and altered to fit the new story, with only small parts made new for it, and because it was from something else first, it's still possible to partially reconstruct the original Season 8 from it. Let's start with the big one. The one I'm sure you're here to read. Okay, Lotor's redemption and reunion with Allura. You're on the wrong article. It says Chasing the Ghost of Season 8. Wait, what is it? Wait. I was still looking through the rest of the blog. I didn't find Chasing the Ghost of Season 8 yet. But now I'm here. No complaining. Let's see. This is the colony unexplained. My question, Hansen called friends and leads a power vacuum. What was Lotor doing at the colony? Blah blah blah. Or is it? This fucking article. They might have removed the conclusion to that plot thread, but they couldn't get rid of it entirely. Nora suffers from several nightmares and dream sequences that don't make any sense in context. It's never explained what caused them, except they make perfect sense if you watch them as the first step towards understanding the colony. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait,
what?
No, the nightmares and dream sequences came from that rift creature, wasn't it? Like purposely trying to like. I
don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I'm like they did provide context at least. Maybe it wasn't the best context, but. Mm-hmm. They did provide it.
Right. Laura sees herself standing at a gym very fearful and Taya from other greets her and proclaims that Laura's righteous in time. Only she can save them. Only you can protect us. Gara Fleet. And they sells the pilot on one of the white mechs. Planted a spear in the ground. And contestants. Blah, blah, blah. Wins the victory. The contestants the landscape to ash, including her mother. Telling Laura's so proud of her. Wait. This is her mom?
Yeah.
She looks the same as... Never mind.
Yeah.
She looks like exactly like her, both like, I don't know, poofier hair maybe.
In case you're describing it, what happens on Laura was literally put in Lotor's position, operating one of his mechs that places in the people, blah 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 blah. Blah blah da 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 da.
Da da da.
Da da this is long. TLDR please.
Honestly, I never read anything on Tumblr that's, like, longer than paragraphs. And
like,
the paragraph has to be one sentence.
Like, as you know, like, I fucking quit Tumblr in April. So, like, this is all, like, I forgot about...
Of you.
Yeah, I forgot about all the fucking, like, long-ass paragraphs.
Mm-hmm. Now we're used to Twitter, where it's just threads.
And now we're just, like, hurry up!
Yeah.
These things are explained, it's control fashion memories, blah, blah, blah. That we're about to be enlightened. It really has allures passed on floor unconscious. In this version of season 8, I guess was it perhaps the entity attempting her with its dark magic? Nora attempting to place her under a spell? Is the entity really dark magic? They're really putting on their Shane Dawson glasses right now.
Mm-hmm.
Types of magic we're used to. Could it be a spell by Unnerva? Unlikely. Took her blah 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 da 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 da. So what causes visions? Lotor did. What? I still have no idea, like, what context is, but okay. Taking your word for it.
Basically, okay, so what's happened right before this? What happens is, the Alteans from the Lost Colony or whatever, they were in those mecha ships, right? That was attacking Voltron, and so they uncovered a lot more, and they were trying to interrogate the people who were piloting those ships, but they weren't speaking up. And then finally they got them to, and then one of the guys is like, we can't, like, we can't.
Buffering?
And then
I think it is. Yeah, I was just checking to see what was up. It's not buffering now on the phone, so that's something. But anyway.
So he's saying we can't, and then right when he was about to, like, this entity was like, I don't know, maybe trying to kill him, and then Alora was able to like take that entity thing out, and then they sealed it, right? And so they sealed it, and she's kind of like being drawn towards it pretty much, and it just kind of
like the ring, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So she's being tempted by this, and then they leave. Like the rest of everybody goes to leave to like that carnival on Clear Day or whatever, and she's still on a ship, and then she's enduring these visions, hallucinations or whatever. So that's the context, but we're assuming that it's the entity trying to like break out and just manipulating her to do it.
Okay, yeah, but this person says Lotor's doing it.
I don't know. Let's see what he says.
He's doing everything.
Yeah. Once he was free of the rift, he was able to connect to Laura somehow and reach out to her. That was really him. Where he's now trapped under Hagar's control, he has no means to combat the witch, but Laura does. Everything he says to her is true. The next day, blah, 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 Laura awakened, crying and Lance by her bedside. Lance, get the fuck out of the room! She's been asleep for 2 quintants, days.
Is that what a quintet means?
I
honestly don't know the times.
I don't fucking know. It's barely come up with a plan. That's because they're missing a time.
I've never memorized the names of like.
I know. I know.
All I know is tick.
The time skip. They're like, you've been asleep for 3, whatever it was, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
3 Kaflorp floggins. Like, whoa,
what?
That's a long time.
What do you think the Dobosh is? Is that an hour? I just know ticks, and that's a second.
Yeah, like that's it.
That's it, point blank. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
We're missing an entire episode between these two. This is where Lotor's redemption happens. God knows what else is in that episode, what else is happening, blah, blah, blah. Lotor bids Allura to follow him to finally allow him to tell his side of the story, and for some reason we weren't allowed to see that. Lotor was attempting to keep the colony safe in the only way he knew how. The Alteans who died did so willingly to preserve the lives of all the others. It's a repeated narrative, the only person who encourages Allura to take action, blah, blah, blah. Lotor, they want to protect her and coddle her, don't believe she's taking any risks, blah, blah, blah. Well, Lotor, though, it's different. He truly sees her as an equal, and all this blah, blah, blah. All this meta, all this stuff. What did Lotor and Allura do together that might have crafted a unique spiritual bond between them? What did you two experience in the quintessence field, Lotor? But those were happier times. This fucking post. I feel like the stream is even more delayed now. Well,
probably is. What can you do?
Should I not share the screen with you guys, or I don't know.
I don't think that's what's doing it, but maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I need to get it. Here, I'll just read what's going on. So, let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of shit. Blah, blah, blah. There's no possible way that Allura saw the melted corpse of a man she loved and had no discernible reaction. We see her reaction to Lotor's presence multiple times, and they're always intensely emotional ones. But speaking of that image, yep, they show the image of melted Lotor. Yeah. Yep, there's the body. There's the melted body. And then as the lights restored back to life by the rift in it from Zarkon's body.
Afterglow, I think, commented the exact quote where it's like, Voltron is about war and the casualties and anger.
Kimberly and Josh have gone silent. AJ is active. Yeah, dude, I don't think they're all that proud of this. So I'm thinking
the other
maybe
guy? The guy who voiced Keith. God, I can't remember his name.
Steven Yeun?
He was,
Huh?
but he never really interacted with Voltron.
Yeah, I'm saying he was smart way from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, guys, I'm about to make that
He
image
knew.
much worse. That's not Lotor's corpse because he's not dead. He's still in there, in that state, and he's been in there for over 3 years. Melted, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is going down a rabbit hole. What'll be happening, blah, blah, blah. Do. I don't know what Syncline is. Who Syncline is.
Synclan, aren't they the Altean ships?
I don't know. I
I
guess.
could be wrong.
I guess.
I'm gonna ask the chat. What is Syncline?
There's too many names for these things.
Too many characters. The book 4
I
problem.
couldn't even remember Blonde Zelda.
Rebecca.
Whatever it is.
Oh, I thought that said yeet, but it's just a dramatic yet. He lowers his arm and doesn't take the shot, but I just thought that said yeet.
Yeet.
This bitch empty. Oh, I need to put more. Yeet. I need to, like, go back to the... Because, let's see. Oh, apparently it's... Yeah, Lotor's ship. Okay. Well, okay. Only afterwards. God, this is... I'm not even halfway done with this post yet. What the fuck? Is this so long?
I know, that's why I'm like, don't bother. You're gonna die if you
Wait,
try to read
I'm just gonna, like, scroll to the bottom to see if, like, it comes to any conclusions.
You know what? Just control F, whatever you need to know.
No, that could be a lot of shit. I don't know.
Alright, then never mind.
Wait, do. There's been used somewhere in the show, but this one, the reports, they're talking about the screens on Netflix that have, like, Lotor in it. So they're just like, therefore, it's from a piece of animation yet to appear, and one which was made by the time these images showed up in June. Now that we know what the truth is, all this stuff, okay. Is there anything about, like, so this is all, like, Lotor shit. Oh, and, like, Pigeon Lance shit. I don't know, okay, well, sure. A strong list of additional things I strongly suspect were cut. Several scenes between Keith and Shiro. Surprise, surprise! A pivotal scene between Allura and Coran. A follow-up event with Pidge referencing her sacrificing her video game to get Allura a dress. Scene between Lance and Pidge, probably referencing said video game. Resolution to Lance and Pidge competing to get Allura the best. What's fuck? I don't care. Conclusion to Axis subplot. Like a Honk and Shay scene to explain how and why the Balmeras all show up in episode 12. An additional scene with the Blade for the same reasons.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm really proud of how productive we've been on the stream.
Right? This is more work than we've done for the past, like, few months.
Word!
Okay. Wait, okay. Whoever leaked... Okay, they're talking about the scene leaks now. Why was this scene one of them? Like, they're talking about, like, Laura sacrificing herself and Lance being like, and they're like touching faces. Why was this scene one of the leaks? Unlike the others, which were all from the epilogue. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I believe we have the answer now, because they were the scenes they had on hand. These were the scenes that were not originally part of Voltron Season 8 and were added only in the last minute edit. One in particular is another blah, blah, blah. Lance is far too tall here. Go away, Lenovo. Lance is far too tall here and doesn't look like himself hardly at all. It's also very clear from the framing of the shot where Laura's going down the line of paladins and hugging them that Lance should be getting a send-off in sequence to the others, not a part like this. No, I think Lance was animated over Lotor here, and the audio was spliced apart from Lance's actual goodbye scene, and Laura's I will always love you comes from somewhere else. That portion of the line is said in a distinctly different tone of voice than Lance's name beforehand. There's different emotions to it than the rest of the conversation, and I guarantee we're hearing it outside its original context. I don't know what else changes, but very certain it was not supposed to be read as Allura dying. Blah, blah, blah. The reason I know that, Allura and Nora greeting the spirits of people we know that are dead. I'm fairly certain this scene is either new or it was only Nerva going to meet them, and of course, blah, blah, blah. I think it was Allura and Lotor who stayed behind to do the work of restoring all realities. My proof is this is one of the very best and strongest among my evidence. They're talking about the shot with, like, Allura chilling out in the stars. And they're like, but wait a minute, I think I see Lotor in there too. Lotor's in her hair. Oh my god, okay, wow. There's
a lot there.
There's a lot. This is just like tinfoil hats. Holy shit,
Basically.
Lotor's...
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, yeah, well, you learned a lot. Wow, that was,
there's a reason why I stopped reading that shit.
Well,
thanks for bringing it back.
Yep.
Into my life.
That's cool. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just thought y'all would like to see the article. Well, we did.
Yes, we did.
We sure did. And what did we learn?
Okay,
Nothing.
so the post also says a short list of additional things I strongly suspect were cut.
Okay.
Several scenes between Keith and Shiro, a pivotal scene between Alora and Karan, a follow-up event with Pidge referencing her sacrificing her video game to get Alora a dress. I don't think that's relevant. A scene between Lance and Pidge, possibly
to get Alora a dress,
said
what was it, like,
video game.
The gift of the Magi.
A resolution to Lance and Pidge competing to get Alora the best present. Why does that matter?
I don't
conclusion
know.
to Aksha's subplot? Maybe. A hunk and Shay scene to explain how and why the Balmeras all show up at the end. Yeah, okay, that would make a lot of sense. An additional scene with the Blade for the same reasons. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That's not the kind of cut things we want to know. We want to know the juice.
The juice.
It's all speculation.
The juice is loose. But yeah, like, conspiracy theory, Lotor was there the whole time in the background. Hi, Lotor. And that's what we gathered from that long-ass paragraph. So there we go.
Multiple paragraphs.
A whole essay. Whole dramatic essay. Okay. But, I mean...
I wish I could be as productive as, like, these wild fans writing meta for, like, shows.
Same, dude! Oh my god, if only I had the kind of brain power, just in general.
Same.
I've just been watching, like, TikTok meme compilations every day. Fuck, dude. So...
Like, I need that energy.
Wait, does this person ship Pigeon Lance?
I don't know. Like, is there really any evidence of, like, Pidge and Lance, unless people were, like, trying to, like, reach for it, or is there, like, tangible evidence? I don't fucking know. I don't know. If it was tangible evidence, then, like, in what world does that make sense?
Maybe it's, like, evidence where, like, the hairpin with, with Korosami. The hairpin.
Oh! Oh no, gotta go back to that fucking hairpin.
I have to always go back to that.
That's where everything just popped off. Oh my god, it's just, everything we've talked about over the past, 2 hours? It's been
basically
such a mess.
Instead of editing,
we're just going down, like, conspiracy rabbit holes.
Yeah, this person's a little bit too convinced of their theories.
A little bit. They're like,
and
I've cracked the code, you guys.
Vigilance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it. Oh my god. I really have to pee, but at the same time, I don't want to. I just want to keep, like, talking more shit about Voltron.
And just keep talking shit.
Talking shit! Speaking of which, I wanted Kayla to come to the stream too, but she's also busy with holiday stuff, which I get, but at the same time I have nobody to do my with. So it feels extra lonely. But that's okay. God, I wish I could just...
It's okay, we'll talk shit with her after the holidays.
That's fine. Oh fuck. I just had a thought. Like, in some random happenstance, what if Voltron put out a last-minute Christmas special?
Oh, I hope
I'd
not.
welcome that. I want it to be like the Star Wars Christmas special.
just like those fucking Chewbacca.
Basically, and his son Lumpy.
Lumpy? I forgot about Lumpy. So good.
His ugly son.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of, like, out-of-nowhere episodes of things, like, Sam was really, like, trying to dig deep into my head to figure out why I don't like musical episodes of things. It was like a hot topic, apparently, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't Like, and I was legitimately like, I'm trying to think of like the psychological reasons why I just don't like them. I don't.
Why, Hayley?
Why? The world has to know. But I don't know. I think it's because they're like awkward and out of place, and like they feel like they don't belong there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And like we were talking about Steven Universe and like how I couldn't like watch that either, and like I was like, it's part of it's the fucking ukulele, I'm convinced. And then I was like it just reminds me of like those quirky girls on campus who like play ukuleles and they think they're so like deep and emotional and all that stuff, and like Sam was like,
Okay,
what?
I've not met enough people who've done that, but just like all those freaking YouTube videos where it's like, you know, a xylophone and a ukulele as a music in the background. I fucking hate that.
And like
it sounds like
a white calling out Rebecca Sugar as we speak.
Exactly. And then like Sam was like, wait, what? You lost me. I'm confused. And I just put like a shrugging emoji. So I was like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just how I see ukuleles now. But yeah, like I know what background music you're talking about, the one that goes
yeah, and like the fucking xylophone with that, or it's like whatever things like that. It's like it sounds like a PetSmart commercial or something.
Yeah.
Gosh, just like everybody needs to like upgrade their royalty-free music. Ban ukuleles and just upgrade at the end.
Ukuleles and xylophones.
Xylophones. Banned.
Xylophones.
And the whistles.
Wait, which one had the whistles?
No, because you know they always whistle. Like there's a person whistling.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
that.
talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like kazoos for a second. I was like,
we're just chill, hanging out and whistling, like, you know,
like
people who
like we do,
whistle.
Like we do on a Sunday night. I can't whistle very good, so this is all I
can't whistle right now.
This is all I can do. I wish I could whistle. But
Just be like, woo!
I think my mouth is trying to save me from doing something embarrassing, ironically. That's okay. Yeah, Afterglow says Pigeon Lance romance just doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, Keymesh. Yeah, it does. It really doesn't. I don't know why people are like, plants? I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't get it.
They're like, Lance has to be with anybody except Allura. Quick, who can we find in this crowd?
You know who a couple I would have wanted to see, and I don't know why. I just thought they would have been a good match for some weird reason. Is Hunk and Allura. I think they would have complemented each other well. I don't know why I think that. I just think they do.
I think potentially, yeah, but like they couldn't bring that in last minute. No,
definitely not. I just think as people, I don't know.
Yeah, if they actually gave him an arc, maybe.
Yeah. Well, apparently they didn't give Lance one, so.
Yeah, I would see more Allura and Shiro, but if they already didn't have a fucking
same.
Shiro Sven bias against him, then maybe it would have happened. I don't know. Just a lot of things happened in those writers' rooms, and that is not okay. I'm gonna protest at DreamWorks like when it's too late.
That's why Tim Hedrick left.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, my voice is like puberting. What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say my voice is puberting all over the fucking place because it's so dry because I've been like yelling about this for like 2 hours. But it's fine. Anyway, what were you saying?
Is this like the first show that ends where like none of the ships are canon?
Like none of the main ships.
Out there. I've seen like a few people who ship Allurans.
But technically, that's not canon either because she dies.
Well, it's
canon.
It
happened, but it's like
it's canon, but it's not.
It's not
happened.
It's kind of like how like Lotora and Makora were like, it's canon, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor guy in the chat. Poor guy in the chat. I low-key just wasted your time for 10 minutes. Oof, he was talking about the article. It's okay.
It was your fault.
No conspiracy theories in this house. In this Christian household.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it goes a little bit too far to say, like, I figured it out completely. Like, no, it's an interesting theory. Like, they might have intended him to have more of a role.
Mm-hmm.
But
Blotor was the Hamburglar the entire time.
Yeah.
Honestly, he always reminded me of Prince Charming from Shrek.
Yes.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It's like he endured blistering winds and scorching deserts. Fucking hair too.
I mean, he literally did get scorched at the end, so I mean.
Truth.
So sad. It was very sad.
Kyle says, "Go watch Spider-Man. You feel better."
I would, but I'm running out of money. Like, after that Game Grumps payment, apparently I just went off. What?
I need to find time to see that.
Yeah.
Wanted to see it forever.
I'm probably just gonna see it when my dad gets back from his vacation, so we can be like, hey Dad, here's a cool thing we could do. Oh no, maybe. But yeah. Yeah. Should we, should we say final thoughts, or do you guys want to keep going down some rabbit holes? I don't know what's up.
Whatever we want to do, I don't care.
What about you, Vanny?
I guess wrap it up, and then hopefully we can actually edit and talk about something.
Hopefully.
Once we figure our shit out.
Maybe we should edit, sort of.
Yeah, we can...
Yeah.
What do you mean I can look into it and, see how I could do this shit. But yeah, final thoughts on the whole Season 8 debacle.
It was bad.
It was bad.
No bueno.
It had a lot of wasted potential. I think Voltron started out kind of strong, and then it just didn't know what to do after that. And I think it's a really good case study for how not to run a show, and also I think the only reason why you would watch Voltron at this point is that you are into the animation field. So from a storyboarding perspective, or merging CG with 2D animation, all that stuff. I think that would be a really good
Yeah,
reference. Yeah. Literally just from an animation viewpoint, and then that's it. Don't take any writing tips from them,
No.
So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say. Just wasted potential.
Yeah. And Nora?
Well, I still haven't seen it, so I can't give,
Based on what we've heard.
I don't know. I think it's just disappointing because I think, it still had the same problem as book 4, where they just added too many characters and too many plot points, and they didn't know where to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that if you don't have a clear vision in mind, or if you change, direction later down. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess it was disappointing that way, because I think that's where all the problems stem from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. And final thoughts on possible in-house drama, conspiracy theories, all that kind of shit. Does anything seem legit or something to look into, or do you just kind of want to see what else happens?
Yeah, I don't know what's real and what's not, other than that the
time is fake.
Real. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that they added in that whole wedding scene afterwards, so they wouldn't face any major backlash.
Which didn't work, by the way, because it was a Randy.
It didn't.
For sure, yeah. Vanny, did you have any conspiracy theories that you think might hold up, or?
I think the only conspiracy theory that did hold up was the Shiro, the damage control